It appears like Donald Trump and Fox News have officially broken up. This isn't a raw story, but it's from originally a story in the New York Times. Trump hasn't been on Fox News for 113 days as his relationship with the Murdochs collapses. Wow. Okay. Donald Trump's insistence on repeating his debunked claims of election fraud has harmed his relationship with the Murdoch family, according to a new deep dive published by the New York Times. The network, which is owned by Rupert Murdoch and boosted Mr. Trump's ascension from real estate developer and reality television star to the White House, is now often bypassing him in favor of showcasing other Republicans. Jeremy Peters reported, in the former president's view, according to two people who have spoken to him recently, Fox's ignoring him is an affront far worse than running stories and commentary that he has complained are too negative. So in other words, he's saying, no press is bad press, but they're giving me no press, which actually hurts me. The network is effectively displacing him from his favorite spot, the center of the news cycle. Trump is reportedly angry with Sean Hannity in particular. Quote, Mr. Trump has complained recently to aides that even Sean Hannity, his friend of 20 years, doesn't seem to be paying him much attention anymore. One person who spoke to him recalled, the Times reported, the snubs are not coincidental. According to several people close to Mr. Murdoch's Fox Corporation, who spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss the company's operations. On Thursday, Tara Palmieri reported, my sources say that Trump has started to complain about how Dr. Mehmet Oz is running his campaign to the man who pushed the endorsement, Sean Hannity. Last Friday, Murdoch's Wall Street Journal and New York Post editorialized against Trump. That's a first. On Monday, Trump lashed out at Fox and Friends in a Truth Social post. Trump complained the show just really botched my poll numbers, no doubt on purpose. The show has been terrible, gone to the dark side. Rhino Paul Ryan, one of the weakest and worst speakers ever, must be running the place, Trump said, referring to the former Speaker of the House of Representatives who sits on the News Corporation's board of directors. The skepticism toward the former president extends to the highest levels of the company, according to two people with knowledge of the thinking of Mr. Murdoch, the chairman, and his son Lachlan, the chief executive. It also reflects concerns that Republicans in Washington, like Senator Mitch McConnell of Kentucky, the minority leader, have expressed to the Murdochs about the potential harm Mr. Trump could cause to the party's chances in upcoming elections, especially its odds of taking control of the Senate, the Times reported. The Murdochs' discomfort with Mr. Trump stems from his refusal to accept his election loss, according to two people familiar with those conversations, and is generally in sync with the views of Republicans like Mr. McConnell, who mostly supported the former president, but long ago said the election was settled and condemned his efforts to overturn it. It has been 113 days since Trump has appeared on Fox News. On April 13th, Mr. Trump called into Mr. Hannity's show and ran through a list of crises he claimed would not be happening had we won this election, which we did. He hasn't been interviewed on the network since, the newspaper reported. Wow. Okay, so this is big. This is big. And look, it appears like Fox News has figured something out that MSNBC and CNN and others haven't, which is it's better to not cover him at all than to cover him negatively. Because, yeah, he has the philosophy, no press is bad press. And he got $3 billion worth of free advertising the first time he ran. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of the negative stories only galvanized his supporters to back him more. Now, look, I'm actually not of the belief that there's no such thing as bad press. There is such thing as bad press. But it has to be super substantive, and you have to go after him in the right ways. I don't trust CNN and MSNBC to do that. They always go after him in the wrong ways. So now, look, they have an issue, though, because I think they view it for ratings reasons as they want to go after him because it juices their numbers, right? So CNN and MSNBC probably might care more about the ratings than they do about the fact that indifference to Trump would actually make him go away. That's possible. But it really does appear like Fox News is done with him. Because here's the thing. It's hard to control a network with that many anchors. And you got all these anchors. They all have various, opinions on Trump. It's on a spectrum. Some are very pro-Trump. Some might be anti-Trump. Some are somewhere in the middle. Probably most of them are somewhere in the middle. But now to have a situation where it appears like across the entire network, there's just sort of like indifference. I mean, that hurts Trump a lot. And look, you have to say, one of the big reasons for this is the January 6th hearings. Because it is political theater, but it is massively effective, man. They are busting him up 1,000 different ways. They're throwing so much shit against the wall, and some of it is sticking. Even if only 10% of it sticks, that 10% is fucking devastating. And then now there's whispers, are they boosting DeSantis? Well, it looks like they might start boosting DeSantis. And he's in a pickle, man. He's in a bind. the thing that Trump has going against him is he already governed for 4 years. He has a record. The record can be picked apart. And then also, when his brand has been tarred so much to the point where it's extremely toxic, where he originally got 9% of Democrats when he ran in 2016. Now he's getting no Democrats. He got a large chunk of independents. Now he's getting no independents. And so all he's got left is his 25% or 30% block that will never leave him under any circumstances ever. Then you're talking about a cult and not a real political movement. And that's where he's at. And if his closest allies are fully abandoning him, oh, he's in trouble, dog. He's in trouble. Now, I don't want to overstate it. He's still got the highest numbers within the Republican Party. There's no doubt about that. But he is steadily falling, and DeSantis is steadily rising. And it'll be interesting to see what happens going forward, but I think Trump knows this is devastating. It's devastating that he's losing Fox News. If not, he's already lost Fox News. Because if in Trump's perception, even Sean Hannity is now snubbing him, well, when that guy leaves you, because he's a Trump sycophant, then you ain't got nobody left, dog. You ain't got nobody left. And so he's self-disenfranchising. That's what Trump is doing. Being on Truth Social. Granted, he can't get back on Twitter, but being on Truth Social, snuggling up to the Mike Lindells, tripling down, quadrupling down, quintupling down on the rigged election. The Newsmax and One American News Network people, those are the ones he's cuddling up to, but they got shitty numbers, bro. So I really hope Fox keeps doing the indifference thing because it's effective. So we'll have to see, but I don't know, flip a coin. That'll be my final point in this commentary. Flip a coin, and heads, they will continue to be indifferent. Tails, they'll get cucked by him again. Either one is possible. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.